out in their game at the conference game in Stanberry. But I mean, still got Kylie Matson. They've got some seniors, and they'll compete, they'll defend, and the question is, can they score enough to win? With Maysville, I mean, let's be honest, I don't think that's going to be the issue tonight because I don't think Maysville's going to score a lot of points either. They're still looking for their first win on the year, as is, I think, Osborne Stewartsville.
Yes.
And so I think this is Stanberry's game to lose. But I mean, you've seen some games here. I missed Monday night, but
these were two teams that we did not see, though.
Well, the two teams you didn't see, but I was thinking of the King City girls game against Osborne Stewartsville.
Yes.
I mean, that was a 26-21, 26-23 game. So, if Stanberry's not ready to play, this could be, maybe this is Maysville's night to get off the schneid.
Again, like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast. BTC Bank, Petty John Alma Centers, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winners Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. The B&G in the Morning podcast, Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association. Northwest Cell, American Family Insurance Agent, David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic of Stanberry and Maryville. Bank Northwest. West Fork Tire and Auto of Stanberry. Pineview Manor of Stanberry. Dr. Fallon Steen's DDS of Stanberry. H&B Bank in Stanberry. Rain Physical Therapy of Maryville. The Stanberry and Maysville School Districts and the Printery New Shop are located in Albany. Taking a look at the other games that have gone on so far tonight, it was Albany that made their way into the girls' consolation game. They'll take on the winner of this one. They won 33-30 over Osborne Stewartsville. King City punched their ticket to the championship game in their own tournament by a 49-35 victory over South Holt. South Holt awaits the loser of the Northeast Nottoway DCAB girls game that is going on now over in the new gym for the third place game. King City will await the winner. On the boys' side, it was Albany just came up with a big victory over DCAB, 73-62. Saw huge scoring performances from Devon Hall and Kemper Klein. Devon Hall with 53, Kemper Klein with 47. And then on the boys' side, it was Maysville that finally pulled away in the second half over King City, finishing 57-25. Last game of the night in the new gym will be Osborne Stewartsville going up against South Holt. That's a 2-3 seed game. Here in the new old gym, it'll be Northeast Nottoway Stanberry for the last game here in this one. Let's get ready for the B&G in the Morning podcast starting lineups. Remember, the night starting lineups brought to you by the B&G in the Morning podcast. Check out the B&G in the Morning podcast with Brett Williams, Gavin Schausch on Anchor, Spotify, and Facebook.
Tonight's third contest is the Stanberry Lady Bulldogs versus the Maysville Lady Wolverines. Lineup for the Lady Bulldogs. Number 0, Caitlin Stoll. Number 12, Amelia Wallace. Number 14, Katie Engel. Number 22, Triska Longer. And number 30, Kylie Matson. Starting lineup for the Lady Wolverines. Number 2, Sophia Redmond. Number 4, Ilana Clark. Number 5, Chloe Clark. Number 12, Sydney Popplewell. And number 23, Haley Schweiger.
So again, those are your B&G in the Morning podcast starting lineups for Stanberry. Caitlin Stoll, Amelia Wallace, Katie Angle, Trista Lager, Kylie Matson, Maysville, Sophia Redmond, Elena Clark, Chloe Clark, Sydney Popplewell, and Haley Schweiger. For Stanberry, they'll wear their home white uniforms with black lettering outlined in gold. And Maysville wear their road black uniforms, white lettering outlined in maroon.
Well, do you suppose we'll see 2 more scoring performances like we just saw? What do you think the odds are?
If we see 53 points out of these two teams, might be a I mean, one team scoring 53 points, I think that might be a surprise.
Yeah. Tell you, that was interesting to watch.
Oh, and it was a fun one, yes. Opening tip-off is going to be picked up here by Maysville.
Maysville playing a lot of young kids. Only one senior on the roster, I believe.
Try to get the ball into Swigert, tipped away here by Stanberry. Bringing it across is Katie Engel. She'll send it right wing for Lager. Back over to Engel, her shot from 3. Off iron, Lager comes away with the rebound. Back up to Engel. Lager up to Wallace, high post, drives in, shot off the mark, comes away with her own rebound. Gets it off now to Stoll. Her shot from the baseline, banked in good. Stanberry takes the quick lead here 2-0. 50 seconds here into the ball game.
2-3 zone for the Bulldogs.
Popplewell puts up the shot, can't get it to fall, and it's going to go out of bounds here off of Maysville. And it'll be Stanberry basketball as Matson will tie her shoe.
Got mutual shoe repair here.
Yep. That used to always be me. Ended up having to get zippered shoes at one point.
Really?
Yes.
Zippered shoes.
Yeah, you got to tie them first, but then you had to zip them up.
No Velcro, just
no Velcro.
zippers?
With the basketball here to Sophia Redmond. Gets it back up top. Shot from 3 from Popplewell. Banks it in. 3-2 is the Maysville lead. 6:35 left to play here in the first quarter.
I know you can't go all by scores, but Maysville is starting to score a little bit more in some of the games lately in the conference.
Kylie Matson trying to send it out. A foul going to be called here against Stanberry. Against Maysville.
I guess sometimes you don't really know what that means.
Yeah. And Maysville will finish, even though there is still one more game to be played in the GRC conference, Maysville will finish as the 8th seed on the east side. And the ball gets knocked away, picked up here by Swigert. Going inside, putting it up off glass is Sophia Redmond, plus she'll pick up the foul.
And depending upon what the Warriors do with North Harrison in their game next Tuesday will probably determine Maysville's opponent in the showcase.
That should have been an and one opportunity. So it should be Stanberry basketball, as it was a one-shot opportunity she missed. Nobody went for the rebound, thinking it was 2 shots, so they'll give the ball to Stanberry. So it's an alternating possession.
Aha.
So quickly sending it across to Lager, back up to Engel up at the top of the key. Trying to feed it inside to Kylie Matson, knocked away. Popplewell loses it. It's picked up by Wallace. Lager, and then falling to the ground is Matson, who gets it back up to Wallace. Amelia Wallace left wing, right wing for Lager. Drives, can't get the shot to go as it's tipped away, and it's going to go out of bounds here off of Kylie Matson. Lena Clark brings the ball across, sends it left wing to Popplewell. Up top for Redmond. Swigert back over to Clark. Swigert up the high post over to Lena Clark in the corner. Gets it up to Chloe Clark, back to Elena Clark in the corner. Shot from 3, bounces off iron, rebound made by Lager. Now Engel will pick it up, and she'll bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Bulldogs.
Both teams going to be in a 2-3 zone here. Stanberry's got some uncustomary, is that the right word?
Yes, as Lager knocks one down from
unexpected
the right
turnovers, but Lager finally puts an end to a little bit of a scoring drought for the Bulldogs.
It's a 5-5 ball game here. 4:45 left here in the first quarter. Swigert sends it back out here for Redmond. Trying to send it cross court here for Lena Clark. Up to Swigert with the high post. Missed. That time, Sydney Popwell driving to the basket. Up top to Redmond in the corner. Popwell from 3. Drains it.
Wow.
That's her second now from behind the arc. 8-5. Maysville with the 3-point lead. We're going to foul here against Maysville. And it's going to go here against Sophia Redmond. We saw that against the Warriors earlier, where Troy Popwell ran through the screen. They're going to get Sophia Redmond running through the screen. That one not quite as egregious as Troy Popwell's.
No. The one Popwell did almost looked like the pick play in professional football.
And Lindsay Haley shot from 3, no good. Angle with the putback, no good. Rebound made here by Wallace. Sends it out to Angle. Inside for Matson, has it stripped away. And they're going to get a foul here against Stanberry on the rebound. That time by Ashlyn Klippenstein. Foul this time is going to go here against Kylie Matson. That's quickly going to be her second. So she'll check out. As checking in for her is going to be Grace Matson. Lena Clark sends it into the corner. Shot from 3 from Ashlyn Klippenstein. Long rebound made by Haley. Haley gets it here for Angle. For the left wing to Wallace. Drives in, weaves her way through traffic, puts up the shot, bounces out. Rebound pulled in here by Maysville. As Elena Clark will come away with it. Popwell for Klippenstein in the corner. High post, Chloe Clark off the mark to the left, tipped around, and they're going to get a foul here against Orr. As Emma Orr will pick up her first personal for the over-the-back call.
Little touchy,
Take
maybe.
that back. They called that one against Stanberry. Okay, no, they did. So I thought they called it against Emma Orr, but they were giving the ball to Maysville. So it will be Stanberry basketball. 8-5 is the lead here in favor of Maysville over Stanberry. Angle quickly sends it over to the right wing for Haley. And the corner to Lager, and it's going to go out of bounds here off the Lady Bulldogs.
A couple of unforced turnovers here early for both teams.
Elena Clark, left wing here for Popwell. Up top here for Klippenstein. Trying to feed it inside to Orr. Back out to Elena Clark, up to Klippenstein, and she's going to be fouled as they're going to get Tristan Lager. And that's going to be her first, team's third.
Just a real simple thing Klippenstein did was, they always used to emphasize coming to meet the ball. It just took one step to come get the ball and force that foul. If she doesn't do that, it's a steal, and Stanberry's going the other way.
Popwell, Elena Clark here in the corner. Up for Klippenstein. Popwell back up to the top of the key, trying to restart the offense. Elena Clark into the corner here for Emma Orr. Back inside for Chloe Clark. Back out to Elena Clark from 3. Rolls out, rebound pulled in here by Wallace. 2:15 left to play here in the opening quarter. The pass to Wallace gets knocked away. Elena Clark trying to bring the ball across midcourt. Goes up strong, can't get the shot to fall, tipped around. Picked up by Klippenstein here in the corner. Out to Chloe Clark. Popwell, deep 3, drains it. Her third. And Maysville with an 11-5 lead. Haley with it right wing. Gets it to Wallace up the high post, and they're going to get a foul here against Maysville with 1:41 left here in the first quarter. And the foul this time is going to go against Ashlyn Klippenstein, her first. Both teams will make substitutions here. As Caitlin Stoll, Eva Cameron check back in for Stanberry. Try to get the ball to Wallace. She will be fouled. Katie Heinz and Sophia Redmond checked back in for Maysville. As they'll pick up a foul here against Elena Clark. 1:40 left to play here in the opening quarter, 11-5. Maysville with the lead over Stanberry. The ball inbounds here for Stoll, trying to send it up to Haley. Knocked away, picked up though by Haley. Little runner off glass, can't get it to fall. Rebound picked up here by Klippenstein. Heinz gets the ball across midcourt, falls on it, and it'll be a jump ball that goes to Maysville. Almost didn't get a jump ball. Almost had a 5-second call.
I think he was waiting to see how it was all going to turn out.
Yeah.
Might have been a travel.
And now they're going to get a foul here against Engel. I thought they were going to get her the second time. But
well, if that's the referee in the last game, that baby's a travel.
Yes. Trying to get the ball to Elena Clark. Ball tipped out of bounds off the hands that time of Katie Engel. Sophia Redmond inbounds. Up top for Elena Clark, over to left wing. That time for Heinz. Trying to get it back up again and tipped into the backcourt, picked up by Maysville. And a timeout going to be called here by Maysville, a 30-second Petty John Arnold Center timeout. And they are going to give it to them here, so we'll be back after this quick timeout here on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to King City. It's an 11-5 lead with 58 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Maysville with the lead and the basketball. Elena Clark brings the ball across midcourt. Gets it over for Redmond. Back up now here for Klippenstein. Clark to Redmond for Heinz. Elena Clark for Klippenstein. Drives to the baseline and trying to send it out for Heinz, and pass going to be off the mark, out of bounds.
Well, not a lot of offense, but 3 threes by the Wolverines. All by Popplewell.
And now a steal here by Klippenstein. Underneath 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Heinz with the basketball up top for Elena Clark. Over to the right wing with it here again for Klippenstein. Down to 6 seconds. Elena Clark from 3. Misses short. Klippenstein with the putback is good. So after 1 quarter of play, it's a 13-5 lead in favor of Maysville. We're back to start the second when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helping smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations would like to remind you to mark your calendars for their annual Cattlemen's Dinner and Auction coming up March 25th at the Armory in Albany at 6 p.m. and their annual Tractor Pull July 8th in Stanberry. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
And welcome back out again here to King City, where it's a 13-5 lead in favor of Maysville over Stanberry as we get ready to start second quarter action. It will be Stanberry basketball. Katie Engel will bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Bulldogs. She'll have it right wing. Up for Kylie Matson, who's entered back into the ball game. And it'll be picked up here by Grace Matson for the over-the-back call. And Elena Clark was looking for the foul. But
Yeah, I think she thought she committed a foul, and I wasn't sure she didn't.
I think
but
if Matson wouldn't have touched it when she did, it would have been.
I think you're right.
But as soon as she touched that, forced the over-the-back call. Clark with the basketball, gets it to Redmond. Up to Swiger, back to Redmond, and the pass goes off her hands, out of bounds.
Yeah, tough to handle, and really had nowhere to. If she did catch it, she really had nowhere to go.
Engel sends it right wing for Lager. Over to left wing for Wallace. Up top to Engel. Back over to Lager, right wing. She'll drive. Puts up the shot, misses off front iron. Rebound pulled in here by Chloe Clark. Popwell up for Elena Clark. Into the corner for Redmond. To Popwell. Trying to get it in to the high post to Swiger, knocked away and picked up by Kylie Matson. Quickly up to Lager. Angle to Lager. For Wallace. To Grace Matson, back up to Angle. Wallace spins, goes up, and she'll be called for the travel. .6:44 remaining here in the second quarter. 13-5 is the lead here for the Lady Wolverines.
If anything, with Wallace, and you know, like I've always said, I'm a big fan. But
This
if I
one's gonna
see
go out of
anything
bounds.
that I think she does, when she's got her back to the basket, she's always going to turn back over that left shoulder. She's always going to turn that way. If she doesn't, I mean, you got to scoop, but I shouldn't say she always does. She would prefer to do it that way.
Foul going to be called here against Sophia Redmond. That'll be her second. Stanberry to inbounds. Angle to Matson, back to Angle, trying to get it up to Wallace inside. Goes up strong off glass for two. 13-7, 6:10 left here in the second quarter of play. Swiger with the high post, leaves it for Elena Clark.
Ooh, nice give and go.
And Clark finishes off glass for two. Wallace's pass to Grace Matson. A little too hard to handle as it goes off her hands, out of bounds. Grace Matson will check out as Lindsay Haley will check back in here for the Lady Bulldogs. Elena Clark with the basketball, sends it over to the right wing for Redmond, up top for Popwell. And now coming away with the steal here is Lager.
Good hands by Lager.
Can't finish. Rebound pulled in by the Lady Wolverines. And they're going to get a foul here against Stanberry. The foul here going to go against Kylie Matson. That's going to be her third. She'll check out. Checking back in will be Caitlin Stoll.
And that's a big loss.
Yeah.
She provides a little stability, provides some toughness, rebounding, can score a little bit.
And this one going to be tipped out of bounds here off the Lady Bulldogs. Redmond to inbounds. Gets it to Chloe Clark. Back to Redmond. Inside to Swiger. And
Yeah, I don't think Swiger was looking for that. I mean,
yeah,
the Nolan Ryan fastball from about 2 feet
that's
away.
exactly what I was about ready to say. Trying to get the ball down inside to Stoll, knocked away. And being fouled here is Swiger. As the foul this time against Stanberry is going to go against Caitlin Stoll. And a timeout going to be called here by the Lady Bulldogs. They trail 15-7. 5:11 left to play here in the second quarter. We're back with more in a moment.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany. We're at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
15-7, 5:11 left to play here in the second quarter. It'll be Maysville basketball coming to the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Bringing the ball across midcourt here is going to be Sydney Popplewell. Over for Swiger. Down to Chloe Clark. Back out to Swiger. Tipped out of bounds off the hands there of Katie Engel.
Found Coach Groomer in the corner, and he was open,
Yes, he was.
but didn't shoot it.
No, he did not. Popplewell from three in the corner. Can't get this one to fall. Rebound, though, stolen away by Klippenstein. Popplewell top of the key. Heinz has her three rejected away there by Engel. Trying to get it to Stoll, down inside to Wallace. Off glass for two as she muscles it in.
You almost think before anybody shoots it, you want to make sure Amelia Wallace touches it at least one time down the floor. She doesn't have to shoot it, but make sure she gets a touch.
Chloe Clark down into Klippenstein. Back out, Heinz from two. Off the mark, rebound made by Wallace. Angle brings the ball across over to the right wing for Haley. Down into the corner for Lager. To Wallace. Up and under. Can't get the shot to go. Put back is good. 15-11 as Stanberry now trails by only 4. Popplewell drives. Trying to send in the corner to Swiger. Klippenstein. Heinz over to Popplewell from 3. Leaves that one short. Rebound made, that time by Stoll. Swiger comes away with the steal, but is going to be out of bounds. Checking in for Stanberry will be Taylon Dirks. For Maysville, it'll be Sophia Redmond, Emma Orr. And also checking back in will be Elena Clark. Katie Engel, top of the key. Gets it to Wallace up at the high post. Dribbles in, goes strong, puts it in off glass for 2. She's got 8 of the 13 here for the Lady Bulldogs. And I believe the last 6. Ball tipped, picked up here by Lager, gets it now for Engel. Engel for Wallace. Drives baseline. Trying to leave it off for Dirks. Knocked away, picked up here by Sophia Redmond. Now Elena Clark. Back up to Redmond. Has the ball tipped there by Engel, and they're going to get a foul here against Katie Engel.
Is it on Engel or Redmond?
Ooh, I take that back. They're going to put it on Maysville.
Yeah, I really think that's the right call. Angle kind of stripped the ball away a little bit, and Redmond trying to get it back, I think kind of caught her across the side of the head. Inadvertent.
Yes.
Just trying to go for the ball, but I think it's a good call.
So Angle at the line for the 1-1. Misses as it rolls out. Rebound pulled in here by Elena Clark.
Maysville's kind of gone cold here in the second quarter.
Clark trying to drive, forced back out, sends it up top to Klippenstein. Her shot from 3, banks in. 18-13, it's a 5-point Maysville lead again here with 2:05 left in the second quarter. Angle trying to weave her way through traffic, and it's going to be fouled here on the floor. We'll go to the line for the 1-1.
4 threes for the Wolverines here in the early going.
Foul goes against Elena Clark. Will be her second. First free throw from Katie Engel is good. And a timeout going to be called. We're back after this Petty John Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dr. Fallon Steens, and I'd like to become your family's dentist. If you call Northwest Missouri home, you no longer need to drive for miles to visit the dentist. I personally invite you to contact our practice located in Stanberry. Our pledge to our patients is to provide exceptional care in a comfortable, friendly atmosphere. If you have public or private insurance coverage, chances are you may need to use it before the end of the year, and chances are we accept it. Exceptional dental care, close to home. I hope to see you soon. Dr. Fallon Steens, Family Dental in Stanberry. More smiles, fewer miles.
Welcome back out again here to King City with 2:02 left here in this second quarter. It's an 18-14 Maysville lead. At the line for the second free throw of the 1-1. Here's Katie Engel. And misses on the second. Tipped out of bounds here off of Stanberry.
No, Stanberry had a little foul trouble. I almost might have expected them to put a little pressure on full court. Maybe saving that for some time in the second half, too.
Cindy Popwell into the corner here for Klippenstein. Up to Elena Clark, back over to Popwell. Trying to get it to Elena Clark, stolen away here by Wallace. Takes it, goes up. Right hand off glass for 2. It's down to a 2-point Maysville lead here, 18-16. 1.5 left here in the first half of play. Popwell over to Clark, down for Chloe Clark on the block. Trying to send it back out. Knocked away here by Angle. Gets it quickly up to Wallace.
Turnover bug has really bitten Maysville here in the second quarter, too. They're not getting very many shot attempts.
Haley shot from 3 off iron. Rebound made by Chloe Clark. Elena Clark gets it here to Popwell. She'll have it up at the top of the key. Swiger up at the high post over to Elena Clark. Back into Swiger. Goes up, has it rejected away by Wallace. Picked up here by Taylon Dirks. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds here off of Swiger. Checking back in here will be Caitlin Stoll for Taylon Dirks. And Checking in will be Grace Matson here for Amelia Wallace with 44 seconds left here in the half. Katie Engel with the basketball, right wing. Haley drives in, loses it. It's picked away by Swiger. Quickly gets it up to Elena Clark. Goes against Grace Matson and puts it up off glass for two. 20-16, Maysville leads. 15 seconds remain.
Strong take by Clark. I would have bet anything Matson would have fouled her.
Yeah. And now a foul going to be called here on the drive. And it's going to go here against Popplewell. At the line for the 1-and-1 here will be Angle as Popplewell will check out. Checking back in for her will be Katie Heinz. Amelia Wallace checks back in here as well with 13.8 left here in the second quarter. And Angle hits the first. Second free throw attempt upcoming from Katie Engel. Misses. Rebound pulled in by Elena Clark. 10 seconds remain. Trying to get it to Heinz. Goes through her hands. Picked up here by Stoll.
Ball in Wallace's hands.
Puts up the shot. Off iron. And it will be a 3-point Maysville lead going to half. 20-17. We're back after this Albany Hy-Vee halftime timeout here on Albany TV.
Dr. Darcy Richardson of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you are experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension from a fall or slip, Dr. Darcy Richardson can help. If your athlete has suffered an injury this sports season, call Dr. Darcy Richardson at 660-235-8037 to get your athlete ready for the next sports season. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry, adjusting you today for a better tomorrow. If you are in need of physical therapy, don't use one of the big chains. Go local with Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville. From Bearcats to Warriors, professional athlete to professional grandparent, Rain Physical Therapy has the experience to get you back to what you love. Unlike typical rehab, Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville treats the whole person, start to finish. So next time you need physical therapy, choose home with Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville. When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Pineview Manor in Stanberry has been providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home.
West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry can get you up and running when your vehicles fail this winter season. So if you run into trouble and tire work needs done, give West Fork Tire and Auto a call at 660-783-0011. They also have an on-the-farm service truck for when you run into problems on the farm. West Fork Tire on the southeast side of the square in Stanberry. Give them a call today, 660-783-0011, where they have service you can depend on with pricing you deserve.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
And welcome back out again here to King City, where it's a 20-17 Maysville lead here over Stanberry. I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Centers with locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany. The Albany IV and the BNG in the Morning podcast. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association. Northwest Cell. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic of Stanberry and Maryville. Bank Northwest, West Fork Tire and Auto of Stanberry, Pineview Manor in Stanberry, and Dr. Fallon Steen's DDS of Stanberry, the H&B Bank of Stanberry, Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville, the Stanberry and Maysville School Districts, and the Printer A New Shopper located in Albany. Remember, tonight's halftime brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. Taking a look here at the stats from the first half for Maysville. They're shooting 8 for 17 from the field, 4 for 10 from the three-point line, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Sydney Popwell with 9 points, 5 points from Ashlyn Klippenstein, 4 points for Lana Clark, 2 points for Sophia Redmond. For Stanberry, they're shooting 7 for 18 from the field, 1 for 4 from behind the three-point arc, 2 for 5 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring at the moment by Amelia Wallace with 10 points, 3 points from Trista Lager, 2 points from Katie Engel and Caitlin Stoll. For Maysville, they're being able to still be in this game thanks to 4 3-pointers so far in the first half for Maysville. 3 coming from Sydney Popwell early in the first quarter, and then 1 from Ashlyn Klippenstein there in the second quarter. For Stanberry, the big thing they got to continue to do, get the ball inside Amelia Wallace. Maysville really has had no answer for her. She'll get the ball about free throw line, dribbles in, and gets close to the basket, able to put up points. She's got 10 points so far. The big thing for Stanberry, they do have some foul trouble, as does Maysville, but Stanberry's got 3 fouls quickly against Kylie Matson. She did not play a lot there in that first half, and if Stanberry wants to come back into this ball game, they're going to need her out on the floor to go along with Amelia Wallace, take some of that pressure away from Wallace in the second half. Grace Matson came in, Caitlin Stoll did as well, and did good to kind of take the defense away from Wallace. But if Kylie Matson can come back in, look for her to maybe put up some points and see if Stanberry starts to retake the lead and kind of pull away here in the second half. But for Maysville, they're doing a good job shooting from the perimeter. Had a little bit of a turnover bug there in that second quarter. At one point, we're being outscored, I believe, 8-2. End up coming back to being outscored 12-7. So Stanberry was able to pull back in a little bit during that third quarter, or during that second quarter, but Maysville is able to keep it at a 3-point ball game. We'll get ready to start second half action when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations would like to remind you to mark your calendars for their annual Cattlemen's Dinner and Auction coming up March 25th at the Armory in Albany at 6 p.m. and their annual Tractor Pull July 8th in Stanberry. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany, or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri and Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dr. Fallon Steens, and I'd like to become your family's dentist. If you call Northwest Missouri home, you no longer need to drive for miles to visit the dentist. I personally invite you to contact our practice located in Stanberry. Our pledge to our patients is to provide exceptional care in a comfortable, friendly atmosphere. If you have public or private insurance coverage, chances are you may need to use it before the end of the year, and chances are we accept it. Exceptional dental care, close to home. I hope to see you soon. Dr. Fallon Steens, Family Dental in Stanberry. More smiles, fewer miles.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smell of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Welcome back out again here on Albany TV as we get ready to start the second half action. 20-17 is the Maysville lead over Stanberry. And for another update from the other gym here tonight, at halftime, the DeKalb girls lead Northeast Nottoway 11-10. That is a halftime score. Giving you an update, we looked at the back of the program here, which was printed by the Printery in Albany. There's an old news article from 1973 where Gallatin's Keith Morrissey sets the tournament record for 46 points in a ball game. We just saw that beaten twice in the last ball game by 53 from Devon Hall and 47 from Kemper Klein.
And for those of you who of a certain age that remember Keith Morrissey, he might be more well known as a defensive end at the University of Missouri.
Yes. Maysville starts out with the basketball. They end up getting a double dribble call, so it comes to Stanberry. Stanberry trails 20-17 to start the second half. Haley shot from 3 off iron. Rebound pulled in here by Maysville. Kylie Matson starts out on the bench with foul trouble here to start the second half.
So in back-to-back years, we've seen a new scoring record in the Stanberry tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And now a new scoring record, we think,
yes,
in the King City tournament.
And the foul this time is going to go against Amelia Wallace. Let's see, though, if this one holds up longer than the last time we saw one get broken. As hitting the first one here is Elena Clark, as at Stanberry last year got broke twice in 2 days.
Absolutely.
So this one should stand a little bit longer unless there's something big going to happen in the last game here over in the last game over in the other gym. Not saying anything against the teams that are playing now, but there's an 11-10 game in one, 22-17 in this one. Unless somebody has a ginormous second half.
I think this one's safe, although Amelia Wallace is capable of that.
Yes. She's got 10 throughout the first half. Angle drives, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound is going to be a jump ball that is going to be forced, staying here with Stanberry. And Amelia Wallace leaves it just short. Put back, can't get it to go. Third chance opportunity, no good, and Stoll has it knocked away from behind. Trying to get it back into Wallace. Fighting for the basketball, and there's going to be another jump ball, I believe. Goes here to Maysville. So it'll be Maysville basketball here. 1:05 gone here in the third quarter. 22-17, Maysville with the lead. Lena Clark gets it for Chloe Clark. Back out to Popwell, left wing. Trying to send it inside, tipped away. And it goes out of bounds here off of Lady Wolverines.
So the Bulldogs, who saw or played a 2-3 zone the whole first half, come out man-to-man here.
Chloe Clark momentarily got her foot stuck underneath the bleacher. Gets unstuck and comes back out. With the basketball, Haley gets it for Lager, up top to Engel. Keeps it from going over back.
Nice save by Engel.
Wallace drives in, puts up the shot, will be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2 free throws. And the foul this time is going to go against Haley Swiger. First free throw from Wallace is good. Second free throw attempt upcoming from Amelia Wallace is good as well. 22-19, 6:23 left here in the third quarter of play. Clark with the basketball, drives, trying to leave it off that time for Swiger, stolen away here by Amelia Wallace. Angle brings the ball across midcourt for the Lady Bulldogs. Wallace right wing. Drives, puts up the shot, off iron, no good. Stoll with the rebound. Lindsay Haley puts up a little runner, off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Chloe Clark. Gets it quickly out now to Elena Clark. Up for Redmond. And she's going to be fouled here against Lindsay Haley. Kylie Matson will check back in here for Caitlin Stoll. And Mike, for Kylie Matson, she's been out a long time in this ball game. Let's see if she has a feel for the game when she comes back in, as the shot long that time from Clark.
Yeah, and I think she's smart enough to know not to try to do too much too quickly. You know, you just want to get into the flow of things.
Angle with the basketball, top of the key. Over to Haley. Into the corner to Lager. Drives, leaves it for Wallace. High post from Matson. Down on the block, can't get the shot to go. Comes back to Wallace. Her shot is good.
There's a good example. She couldn't finish, but kept the ball alive off the glass.
22-21. Ball thrown away. They're going to get a kick here against Stanberry, and it's going to come back to Maysville. Favorable call there for Maysville, which would have turned into a turnover otherwise. Elena Clark trying to send it inside for Chloe Clark, picked up by Swiger. Back out to Redmond, left elbow shot off the mark. Elena Clark fighting for the rebound with Wallace, and it'll be a jump ball. Comes to Stanberry.
You know, you talked about getting into the flow of the game. I don't know if there's anything that ticks off a coach any more than somebody that just comes in cold off the bench and within 5 or 10 seconds they're letting a three-pointer fly instead of getting into the flow or the rhythm of the game a little bit, get a little warmed up.
Angle sends it over to Wallace, right wing. Trying to send it up to the high post. Angle tipped away, picked up that time by Emma Orr. Klippenstein will bring the ball across midcourt. In the corner for Chloe Clark, up top for Redmond. Klippenstein, nice ball fake. Now it's stuck on the baseline, can't get the shot to go over top of Wallace. Angle brings the ball across midcourt for Haley, left wing. Trying to get it down into Kylie Matson. Ball rolling around the floor. It'll be a jump ball, and we'll go to Maysville. (22-21). Maysville with the lead here over Stanberry. Ava Cameron, Caitlin Stoll will check in for Lager and Haley.
Wolverines really had their struggles here against Bulldog man-to-man defense here in this half.
Klippenstein gets it to Clark, drives, gets
Oh,
the
no.
bucket and the foul.
That's the second time Clark has made a great give-and-go move, got the ball back and finished in traffic. And the Wolverines, I think, really needed that one.
Foul goes against Amelia Wallace. That's her second. And Clark finishes off the three-point play. Puts it back to a 4-point Maysville lead, 25-21. Going to check and see if there's blood on the floor or something.
I think they moved one of the Maysville players, was sitting in a position where the officials think she's maybe trying to check
Gotcha.
in.
Katie Engel brings ball across midcourt here for the Lady Bulldogs. Has it knocked away by Klippenstein. Heinz unable to pick it up. And they're going to be a foul here against Heinz. No, they're going to put the foul against Lager. So the foul against Lager is going to be her second. And now Engel comes away with the steal on the inbounds. For Wallace. She'll bustle it up, get the bucket and the foul.
Good strength to finish.
Foul this time is going to go against Heinz. And one free throw from Wallace. Bounces out. Madsen is going to be fouled. And they're going to get Elena Clark here on the foul. I believe that'll be her third.
And you just kind of get the idea that if Stanberry can ever get ahead, they may be okay, but they're just having a heck of a time getting ahead in the ball game.
And unforced turnover there on the inbounds that goes through Wallace and then Engel out of bounds. Clark over to left wing. Popwell up top to Redmond. Over to Clark, trying to get it down inside to Redmond. Her shot off the mark. As Lager playing tough defense that time for the Lady Bulldogs. Engel quickly up to Wallace. Drives in. Getting a hand on it that time was Swiger. Quickly sending it up to Redmond. Trying to send it up to the top of the key. Stolen away here by Caitlin Stoll. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. 25-23 is Lady Wolverine lead. Madsen trying to get it down to Stoll. Knocked away to the hands of Wallace. Her shot up and good. Amelia Wallace with 18 points here in the ball game for the Lady Bulldogs.
A little bit of a fortunate bounce. Similar thing at the other end, except the ball ends up in the hands of Stanberry. Looks like a turnover by the Bulldogs on their end, and ends up in the hands of Wallace for a basket to tie.
They'll get it to Clark on the block. Goes up strong, gets the bucket and the foul.
Boy, Clark's been, that's 3 of those for her.
And the foul, I believe they're going to put against Katie Engel. And Clark finishes off the three-point play. 28-25, Maysville back out again to a three-point lead. Katie Engel, top of the key. Wallace drives. There's going to be a foul, though, called here on the floor. And the foul this time going to go against Haley Swiger. Lindsay Haley will check in for Amelia Wallace with 2:24 left here in the third quarter.
I thought they were all set up for a little lob to Wallace on the low block.
Trying to get it to Kylie Madsen. It'll be a jump ball. stays here with Stanberry.
Just didn't get the pass far enough away from the defender where Matson could go right up and shoot it.
Trying to get in and get into Matson, knocked away. Stoll with the basketball. Another
Well,
jump ball, this time goes to Maysville.
I guess one of my questions there would be is why is that not a travel?
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to change position. Maybe she
Kind
lost.
of rolled with it.
She may have lost control of the basketball
Yes.
too.
We'll be back after this Petty John Center timeout when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Dr. Darcy Richardson of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry. Dr. Darcy Richardson of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you are experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension from a fall or slip, Dr. Darcy Richardson can help. If your athlete has suffered an injury this sports season, call Dr. Darcy Richardson at 660-235-8037 to get your athlete ready for the next sports season. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry, adjusting you today for a better tomorrow. If you are in need of physical therapy, don't use one of the big chains. Go local with Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville. From Bearcats to Warriors, professional athlete to professional grandparent, Rain Physical Therapy has the experience to get you back to what you love. Unlike typical rehab, Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville treats the whole person, start to finish. So next time you need physical therapy, choose home with Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville.
28-25, 2:16 left to play here in the third quarter. Maysville with the three-point lead and the basketball. Ball inbounds here for Lena Clark. Gets it across midcourt. Trying to get it away. And they're going to get a foul here against Maysville's Sophia Redmond.
Well, I thought Clark was off to the races, and
Kind of ran into about
and
three
Wallace,
or four
well,
Stanberry players.
Wallace did a really good job of stopping that dribble right across the midcourt line in a perfect trapping area. Kind of forced that turnover.
Haley for Angled inside to Wallace. Back up top to Angle. Over to Haley from three. Off back iron. And Wallace hustles down the rebound, gets it to Matson, trying to get it down to the low block that time for Lager, and it goes out of bounds.
Wallace is just so active on the offensive glass. They've got 11 offensive rebounds, and if I was a guessing person, I would guess she's got 8 or 9 of them.
Back in Emma Orr and Ashlyn Klippenstein for Maysville. Bringing the ball across, here is Popwell. Stolen away here by Haley. Now Angle with the basketball, brings it across. 1.5 left here in the third quarter. Up to Wallace, and she is going to be fouled here on the floor as they're going to get Haley Swiger. I believe that's going to be her third. Wallace with the basketball, drives in, puts it up off glass for two. She's got 20 here in the ball game for the Lady Bulldogs. Ball thrown away, picked up here by Kylie Matson. Leaves it off for Engel. Her shot no good. Matson with the putback. No good. Haley goes up, and she's going to be fouled.
Haley did a pretty good job drawing that foul by getting her arm out as she went up and left the defender almost no option but to hit her across the arm.
First free throw from Lindsay Haley, bounces off iron. Elena Clark, Chloe Clark checked back in here for Maysville. It's down to a 1-point Stanberry lead. And Lindsay Haley can tie it here. And does. 28 all. Redmond gets it inbounds here for Elena Clark. Sending it quickly up for Chloe Clark. For Swiger. Thrown over her head, out of bounds here off of Lindsay Haley.
Not sure where that pass was headed.
I think it was going to Swiger and was just too far over her head for her to pull it in.
Ooh,
and they're
might
going to
have had a violation,
yeah, they're
too.
going to get a violation here against Sophia Redmond for crossing the line on the inbounds. Haley with the basketball, drives, trying to leave it off for Matson. Over to Wallace. Shot up and good off glass as Stanberry takes the lead for the first time since early in the first quarter. Elena Clark leaves it off for Redmond. She'll answer back. 30-30 underneath 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Angle trying to get it to Matson for Haley. Inside to Matson. Back again to Haley, out of bounds.
The fans looking for a walk there on Haley.
Don't believe that was there.
I think it was close, but I don't think it was.
Yeah.
I think she got rid of it before she put that last step down. Oop.
And they're going to get a foul here against Maysville as Sophia Redmond comes in trying to steal the ball away as it gets into Wallace. And I believe that is her fourth or fifth foul already. As Wallace will go to the line here for the 1-and-1. Wallace's first shot misses. Out of bounds here off of Stanberry. Full court pressure put on here by the Lady Bulldogs. As Katie Heinz, the freshman, will inbounds. Here for Klippenstein. Drives baseline, trying to pull it back out for Swiger. Her shot at the buzzer, no good.
Got to have a little sense of time.
We'll go to the fourth quarter, tied at 30 apiece when we come back in a moment.
When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Pineview Manor in Stanberry has been providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home.
Welcome back out again here to King City as we get ready to start fourth quarter action. It's tied at 30 apiece, and it'll be Maysville basketball to start out this second half. I take that back. It'll be Stanberry basketball to start out the fourth quarter of play. Angle with the basketball. Drives to the block and going to call for the double dribble.
Sometimes that's one of those you gotta, did I really see what I thought I saw?
Exactly.
It was a good call.
Ball inbounds to Elena Clark. Trying to get to Chloe Clark at midcourt. Goes to her hands, picked up by Matson.
That's simple pass and catch.
Trying to get it to Wallace over the high post. And she's going to be tripped up here by Chloe Clark.
Well, they're shooting free throws for the rest of the game.
I believe the next one will give them 2 free throws as they'll go into the double bonus. First free throw from Wallace, misses off front iron. Rebound made here by Heinz. Gets it to Clark. For Chloe Clark. She'll bring the ball across midcourt. The baseline, back out to Elena Clark. And then trying to bring it to Swiger, stolen away here by Wallace. Goes up and will be fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As they're going to get the foul here against Swiger. And I believe that's going to be the 4th now here against Swiger. First free throw coming from Wallace. Is good. Checking back in for Maysville here will be Emma Orr. As the second free throw attempt upcoming from Amelia Wallace. Is good. Gives Stanberry a 2-point lead here, 32-30. Elena Clark with the inbounds here for Klippenstein. Sorry, a 4-point lead, 34-30.
Well, this whole game, Maysville's kind of had an answer when they look like Maysville's going to either catch up, go back ahead. They've had a basket they can respond.
And driving in, laying it up on the baseline that time is Chloe Clark. 34-32, Stanberry with the lead. Wallace left wing trying to get it inside to Stoll. Going to be a foul here against Elena Clark.
She's holding her hands up, but you can't reach over a taller player and expect not to get the foul.
First free throw from Stoll, no good. Checking in for Heinz will be Popwell. And Stoll misses everything on the second. And crossed the line as well. Ball inbounds here for Elena Clark. Gets it for Chloe Clark as she brings the ball across midcourt and steps out of bounds. This full court pressure really has put.
Yeah, it's just man-to-man pressure. You get the ball to a guard and clear out, let them bring it up.
We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry can get you up and running when your vehicles fail this winter season. So if you run into trouble and tire work needs done, give West Fork Tire and Auto a call at 660-783-0011. They also have an on-the-farm service truck for when you run into problems on the farm. West Fork Tire on the southeast side of the square in Stanberry. Give them a call today, 660-783-0011, where they have. The Maysville R1 School District Board, teachers, and staff are proud of the work that the Maysville Wolverine students put into their studies and extracurricular activities. The time and effort that the students at the Maysville R1 School District put in can be matched by no other. The Maysville R1 School District wants the Maysville community to get behind their Wolverines and cheer them on to success this academic year.
And welcome back out again here to King City. Remember your timeout here on Albany TV, brought to you by Petty John Auto Center. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. 6:34 remains here in the fourth quarter, 34-32. Stanberry with a 2-point lead in the basketball. Katie Engel with the basketball. She crosses midcourt, gets it to Lager, left wing. Matson shot from the high post, no good. Wallace with the putback is.
"14 offensive rebounds for the Bulldogs in this game."
Sophia Redmond, right wing.
Good job.
Jump ball forced there by Amelia Wallace. It'll be Maysville basketball.
The whole difference there, Stanberry got on the floor after the ball. Maysville bent over to try to pick it up.
And now Angle comes away with the steal. Puts up the shot off the glass for 2. Popplewell gets it here for Orr. Backing into Popplewell. And a timeout going to be called by Maysville before the 10-second violation and also before Kylie Matson jumps in the way of a steal. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Stanberry School District is proud to support the Stanberry Bulldog students in all of their extracurricular activities. The Stanberry School District's winning culture is cultivated from hard work and determination, not only in sports, but also through hard work in the classroom from the beginning of a Bulldog's academic career. The Stanberry School District wants to wish the Stanberry Bulldogs the best of luck this winter sports season.
Welcome back out again here to King City, 38-32, 5:53 left to play here in the fourth quarter. And it'll be Maysville basketball coming out of the Petty John Alma Center timeout. Check out Petty John Alma Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Trying to inbounds it, Elena Clark goes off of Katie Angle. Clark picks it up and then loses it. Stoll with the basketball. Gets it to Wallace. Her shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. Goes back up off the glass for 2.
Well, in the Bloom, the wheels have really fallen off for the Wolverines. This man-to-man defense has just torn them up. They've turned it over a bunch.
And they're going to get a foul here against the Lady Bulldogs.
They've given up 10 offensive rebounds in the second half, and they've only gotten up 8 shots.
And they're being outscored here in this fourth quarter, 10-2. Haley checks in, Swiger checks in as Orr and Stoll both check out. 40-32. It's an 8-point lead here in favor of Stanberry. It was a 30-30 ball game to start the fourth quarter. Another steal here by the Lady Bulldogs. This time it's Tristan Lager. Gets it for Haley. For Angle, who quickly needs to bring it across midcourt and does. Lager right wing, up to Angle, left wing for Haley. Trying to get it down to Madsen, and they're going to get a kick. So it'll be out of bounds here off of Stanberry. As a kick called there against Stanberry, so it'll be Maysville basketball. Swiger gets it for Redmond across midcourt, into the corner for Clark, trying to get it into Redmond. Pass tipped out of bounds off the hands of Amelia Wallace, and Maysville just going way too fast.
Yeah.
They're trying to beat that pressure down the floor.
Then once you do it, then you've got to get under control and run your stuff.
They're going to get a foul here against Lindsay Haley. And that'll put Maysville at the line now here as they enter into the bonus. And the first free throw from Clark off the mark. Wallace with the rebound. Angle to bring the ball across midcourt for King City over the left wing for Haley.
Now the Bulldogs can really afford to be patient here.
Angle left wing. Haley for Wallace. And there's going to be a foul called here against Maysville. And the foul here is going to go against Sophia Redmond. And that is going to be her 5th. She'll foul out. Checking in for her is going to be Ashlyn Klippenstein as Wallace at the line for 2 free throws. First free throw attempt off the mark to the left. Second free throw attempt is good there from Wallace. An update from the new gym. Northeast Nottoway girls knock off DeKalb 26-24. With the basketball here, driving, Popwell, her shot no good. Tipped out of bounds here off of Maysville.
Popplewell's been real quiet. Had 3 threes in the first. Pretty quiet since that time.
Over left wing for Haley. Halfway through the fourth quarter, pass to Wallace. Long picked up here by Klippenstein. Up to Chloe Clark. Her shot long. Rebound made by Elena Clark. Gets the rebound, gets the bucket and the foul. Elena Clark having a good game here for the Lady Wolverines.
Mostly around the basket, too,
Yes.
for somebody who's, as we say, somewhat vertically challenged.
Clark with 14, looking for 15.
She's not tiny, but not somebody you would expect to have all of her baskets coming from inside.
Shot misses off back iron. Rebound picked up here by Stanberry. Lindsay Haley gets it for Wallace. Back out to Haley up top. Here for Lager. The angle. Back over to Haley. 3.5 left here in the fourth quarter of play. Trying to send it across. Stolen away here by Elena Clark. Goes up and is going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2 free throws. As Trista Lager going to pick up the foul.
So with a little under 3.5 to go, do the Wolverines have a rally in their bones?
First free throw attempt here from Elena Clark is good. It's a 6-point Bulldog lead, 3:22 left here in the fourth quarter. Second free throw off the mark to the left, rebound made by Wallace. Wallace goes inside, off glass, puts it in for 2, and we talk about Elena Clark having a good game. 33 so far here for Wallace. 3:10 left here in the fourth quarter play. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
B&G in the Morning is a weekly podcast with co-hosts Brett Williams and Gavin Schaus. Every week, we cover the biggest stories from Missouri 8-man football, the NFL, the NBA, and more. We also do player interviews. Our goal is to keep you updated on what's going on in the sports world without the clickbait headlines. Hear us on Spotify, Anchor, and Facebook giving our opinions on the biggest sports news every week.
Welcome back out again here to King City. 3:10 remains here in this fourth quarter. 43-35. Stanberry with the lead. A 3-possession ball game here. It'll be Maysville basketball coming out of the Petty John Alma Center timeout. Check out Petty John Alma Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Ball inbounds here for Elena Clark, for Popplewell, for Chloe Clark. Brings the ball across midcourt. Leaves it for Swagger left wing to Popplewell. Popplewell was on in the first half from behind the three-point arc. I don't know if they've even taken a shot here in the second half.
I was going to say she dribbled, picked it up, and then took off dribbling again.
So a double dribble called here against Maysville.
I have seen guys get away with that. It's just like referees can't believe they just saw what they saw.
Full court pressure now put on here by Maysville. Ball inbounds for Angle. For Wallace. Lindsay Haley with the basketball. Up top here from Lager. Angle trying to feed it inside to Wallace, and they're going to get Swagger on the foul. And that'll end the night here for Haley Swigers. Checking in will be Emma Orr. First free throw of 2 upcoming from Wallace. Misses on the first.
For as good a game as she's had some struggles at the free throw line.
Yes. Second one, no good. Rebound picked up here by Maysville. And another turnover here by Maysville. Wallace inbounds for Haley, and they're going to get a foul here against Elena Clark for a shove in the back. And she's going to end up fouling out of the ball game, I believe.
Yeah, that was just kind of a two-hand push. She didn't think she did anything.
So Haley will be at the line here for 2 free throws. First one is good. And Haley will hit the second. 45-35, it's a 10-point lead. Angle to bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Bulldogs. For Haley. Back over to Lager. Angle with the basketball up at the top of the key.
Bulldogs going to try to use some clock.
Lager trying to get the ball inside to Wallace, stolen away here by Klippenstein, and another foul this time going to be called here against Katie Engel.
Well, good news and bad news. The good news being you used a bunch of clock.
Mm-hmm.
The bad news is after you turn it over, you fouled, so they can shoot it and score with the clock stopped.
First free throw from Klippenstein off the mark to the right. Second free throw attempt here from Klippenstein. Banks in. And they're going to get a foul here against Maysville. Will send Angle to the line as Chloe Clark will pick up her second. And the first free throw from Angle, no good, off back iron. And the second free throw attempt is good. 46-36, it's a 10-point Stanberry lead.
21 free throws for the Bulldogs in the second half.
And Klippenstein nails one from the baseline. And Angle again going to be fouled. Again, will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Just had a chat with our resident sideline reporter, Brenton Johnson. We believe the single game scoring record for Stanberry is 39 points in a single game. Uncertain of what the King City Tournament girls record is. As the first free throw hit by Katie Engel. We say that because At the moment, Amelia Wallace has 33. Has a shot missed there on the front iron by Engel. Klippenstein brings ball across midcourt, has it up at the top of the key. Over to the right wing, and the pass goes through the hands, that time of Katie Heinz. Wallace to inbounds here for the Lady Bulldogs. Inbounds here for Lager. Trying to get it to back again here to Katie Engel, and again she'll be fouled with 1:06. And I believe this time they're going to get the foul here on Popplewell. First free throw from Engel is good. And the second good as well from Engel. 49-38.
If you're Maysville, you don't score this trip, you might almost want to call off the Dogs a little bit.
Popwell with it right wing. Trying to feed it inside, knocked away, out of bounds, off of Stanberry. Underneath 50 seconds left to go here in the ball game. It's an 11-point lead in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. Popwell up for Heinz, right elbow. Shot off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Wallace. Gets it to Engel. Back again to Wallace. And there's going to be a double dribble called here against Lady Bulldogs.
Guy on top of the bleachers, I feel your pain, buddy.
Looks like a Maysville fan asleep as stolen away here by Lager. Goes up and is going to be fouled here with 28.1. And the foul this time going to go against Heinz. 28.1 remains here in the ball game. 49-38, Stanberry leads. First free throw from Lager, off back iron. And we're going to have a line change here for Stanberry. So the only one that'll stay out is Lager at the moment. Stoll will be ready to come in for her, so Grace Matson checks in. Taylon Dirks, Eva Cameron, as well as Danny Van Draska. And hitting the second free throw that time is Trista Lager, and that will bring in Caitlin Stoll. 50-38, it's a 12-point Stanberry lead. 28 seconds remain here in the ball game. Into the corner, Heinz from three, long. Rebound made here by Stoll. Goes up, can't get the shot to fall. Rebound pulled in here by Heinz. Back in transition. Heinz stops, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound made by Maysville. Clark's shot, no good. Comes back again here to Chloe Clark. That'll do it. 50-38 is the final. We'll be back with the BTC Bank postgame and the Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations and get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies. Awards are one-of-a-kind items. Call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you would like to be a part of our broadcast, give Jared Rolvis a call at 660-254.
Welcome back out again here to King City, where it's a 50-38 victory tonight in favor of the Lady Bulldogs over the Lady Wolverines. Take a look here at the stats for Stanberry. They shoot 17 for 39 from the field, 1 for 5 from behind the three-point arc, 16 for 31 from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Amelia Wallace with 33 points, 8 points for Katie Engel, 4 points for Trista Longer, 3 points for Lindsay Haley. For Maysville, they shoot 13 for 33 from the field, 4 for 12 from behind the three-point arc, 9 for 19 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring tonight by Elena Clark with 15, 9 points for Sydney Popwell, 8 points for Ashlyn Klippenstein, 4 points for Sophia Redmond. And Mike, tonight's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game goes to Amelia Wallace, finishing the night with 33 points.
Yeah, and if really she had a tough night from the free throw line,
yes,
or she'd have been in the 40-point range easily, we would have seen it again. Yeah. After the boys' game just prior to this last one. I thought the big difference in the game, Maysville led most of the first half, thought they played pretty well. The second half, Stanberry switched from a 2-3 zone to a man-to-man, and I thought that really bothered the Wolverines for a long time. They even had trouble getting a shot off, and just way too many turnovers. And you combine the turnovers with, like I said, 15 offensive rebounds, of which I think Wallace probably had 10 of those. And it was just too much for Maysville to overcome. Turnovers, offensive rebounding, and Amelia Wallace, bad recipe for them in the second half.
Yes. We'll be back with our next game of the night. It's the Stanberry Northeast Nottaway boys when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.